Hey guys, so today we're doing some maintenance on the deck of our trailer. So this is a 2018 24-foot B-Wise gooseneck. So what we're doing, we are going to stain the wood deck of it. So we just finished pressure washing it. So we're going to give it a few hours to dry. It shouldn't take too long since it's almost 90 and fairly sunny out today. So once it's dry, we will be back and start staining it. So while the deck's drying, we're going to go around and paint some of the metal on the trailer, like on the ramps and the sides where you strap, that the paint's gotten rubbed off and it's just gotten a little rusty. So what we're using is Rust-Oleum black hammered metal paint. So we're just going to spray over it and cover up all the spots where just the paint is starting to wear off a little bit so it doesn't get rusted. So the deck's all dry and we're ready to start staining it. So what we're using is just a semi-transparent deck and siding stain. This is just from the clearance section in our local hardware store. It's like if somebody had a paint mixed up and it didn't come out quite the right color, they put it on clearance for a lot cheaper than the full price. So since it's just being used on a trailer, it's a great way to save a little money. Usually Home Depot or anywhere has a section of discounted paints like this. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take a paintbrush and just paint around the edges so we don't get overspray on the metal. So we'll get started with that first, and then I'll show you how we're spraying the rest. So now that we're finished up painting the edges near the metal, we're going to go ahead and we're going to spray the rest of it with a sprayer. So what we're using is just a cheap $10 hand pump sprayer from Tractor Supply. So this is a 1 gallon sprayer. So you just pour the paint in and then you pump the handle and spray it over the deck. So we just finished up the first coat on the trailer. So we definitely could have used a little bit more stain. The person at the hardware store estimated that a gallon should do 2 full coats on this trailer, but it barely covered to do 1. So we have basically a first coat. So we're gonna go grab more stain and do a second coat, and then it'll be all done. So it looks pretty good so far, being that it was just clearance stain that we used. So we have the first coat of spray paint on all of our metal that needed it, and the first coat of stain on the entire wood deck. So we finished up our second coat of stain and it's had some time to dry. So I didn't end up videoing any of the process of actually applying it because we did everything exactly the same as the first one. So this is another can of the clearance stain from our local hardware store that we picked up for cheap. So we chose a pretty similar color, but it has a slightly shinier color to it, and it left a nice smooth finish. So this should help protect the wood on the deck of the trailer and make it last longer. So the only thing we have left is doing a second coat on the metal of the trailer. So we did one coat already, but there's a little bit of overspray from doing the wood. So we're just gonna go through on another day and do that. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.